Hi guys, Amber here. Welcome back to In Conversation with ATF. My guest today is a guest I've wanted to speak to for a very long time. You may know him as the voice of Robin slash Tim Drake in the new Batman Adventures. One episode of Superman the Animated Series, specifically Nighttime, which is probably one of my favorite episodes of the whole, Superman, Batman animated stuff. Also known as Robin in Batman Beyond: Return of the Joker. And he's also had roles in shows such as Told by Ginger, The Bold and the Beautiful, and he's an Animal Crossing fan like me. My guest is Mathew Valencia. Hello.
Hello.
Is that how
Thanks for having me.
Welcome.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
Mathew
most definitely.
Valencia. Okay, cool. Oh my gosh. So I really don't know where to start. Like, we both love Animal Crossing. Well, we first interacted, of course, when I met Kevin Conroy at Wales Comic Con.
Yeah, Kevin's the best.
I know, and you got the job of Robin on your 13th birthday.
On my 13th birthday.
Wow.
Yeah, it was so amazing. I couldn't have asked for a better birthday present. Really, I went on an interview with a couple hundred kids, and then came back for a callback, and Dre was in the booth, and it got down to me and five other kids. We just went down the line and read our lines off. She was like, "Okay, thanks. Have a great day." And by the time I got home, there was a message on my answering machine. This was a long time ago. We had answering machines.
Oh yeah.
So she had said, "Yeah, they offered me the part of Robin." And after I got done jumping around the house in excitement, I called them back and was like, "Yeah, I'll happily accept."
And that was the start of a beautiful voiceover career, of course.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
With so many people on that show. I'm trying to see if I can try and name them all, if you don't mind me. There's Kevin Conroy, there's Tara Charondoff. Well, she's also known as Tara Strong now because she changed her name. Bob Hastings, Robert Constanzo, John Glover, Corey Burton, Roddy McDowell, Tim Daly. Oh my gosh, Ephraim Zimbalist Jr. Oh my gosh, and you all recorded ensemble for every single episode you did.
Yeah, they were there on the script, they were there in the room, and I always sat on in between Tyra and Mark. So and Mark liked to stand.
Of course, Mark Hamill, Loren Lester,
Hamill,
Arlene Sorkin.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, she was the best too.
Oh,
and Mark Hamill liked to stand, and then it was Kevin right next to Mark, and then the rest of the cast as they were billed, and that was pretty much the setup with the only exception being the movie.
Yeah, so, Batman Beyond and the Joker.
Yeah, we did that by ourselves.
Oh, did you? Oh, that's sucks. Yeah, they do that for films. Yeah. I'd like to ask you, is this true? Apparently, well, I know Tim, when he's transformed into Joker Jr., it's Andrea doing his laughs. Is it because there is a story about how you couldn't get the laugh right? Is that true?
Yeah, I was 13 and like I said, it was a new thing. I was used to having the rest of the cast next to me and encouraging me and helping me out, and everyone on the cast they were fantastically helpful, and they would help me get stuff sometimes because I was a kid actor. Yeah. And I don't know if it was that and where the pressure of a deadline rapidly approaching, I could feel the tension in the air, and I failed at my task, and I just couldn't get the laugh. And I don't know why I gave up, but I did. I was like, I'm sorry, I can't get it. And I just felt like I let everyone down, and I left, and that was pretty much it for Robin. Yeah, she swept in, she picked up the line. She did a great job, I think.
Of course, yeah.
And then, every day I practice that laugh to a cry in my car on my way to work. Just like,
and I believe that was your final outing as a Robin, because Eli Marienthal replaced you for Batman Mystery of the Batwoman, and then Shane Sweet voiced Robin in Static Shock as well.
Yeah, I love Shane. We go way back.
Oh, do you? Oh, yeah, wow.
I heard. Yeah, we used to go on auditions together for me, him, my brother. We were in the kind of the same acting group as like Shia LaBeouf and. A bunch of other kids that were in that age range. We all go out for stuff together, and sometimes they would get it, sometimes we'd get it. So, but lost track of what I was talking about actually. They did offer me to come back for reoccurring Tim Drake parts, but I guess I don't know. My manager or agent at the time didn't give me that information. So
That sucks.
they gave it to someone else. Yeah, so we got a different agent, different manager, and we're like, okay, let's try some other stuff. And that's when I picked up the As Told by Ginger and
Yeah.
yeah, other stuff like that. I did a lot of stage plays.
Ah.
That was a ton of fun. I was in a pit orchestra.
Interesting.
Yeah, I played the trombone.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun too. And then in college, in uni, I went to go learn how to create a cartoon, for myself. I wanted to be an animator and a voice actor and a director all in one. And I was like, the South Park guys can do it. I can do it. No, I can't do it. It's too hard.
Oh, bless you. Wow. And
Yeah.
I believe, as told by Ginger, well, it says it's your most recent acting role. That was about 20 years ago. So if you don't mind me asking, what have you been up to since?
Well, it was about 20 years ago. Like I said, I was going into, high school when I was doing the Tim Drake stuff and the acting stuff and the stage plays. And after that, I was like, yeah, that's definitely a career path I want to follow. And I got into college and started to go the animation route. But after talking to people in the animation industry, they informed me that it was very much a similar grind to acting, in that just because you get one part doesn't mean you're going to get a part even in the sequel. Actors get changed out all the time, and so do animators. They get the new guys, kind of like assembly line going through there.
Yeah.
And they gave me a piece of advice. They said, if you want a job with, that they're going to keep relying on you for, get into software development, because it's all proprietary software. Mm-hmm. And, they will always need you to come in and fix their stuff. Mm-hmm. And by the time I started getting into software development, my wife, who worked for the county for about 10 years, she was like, you really need to stop the grind and come over to government work, because it's a lot better. And I was like, yeah, I'll give it a shot. And I fell in love. I love what I do. And, I feel like I'm making a difference, and that makes me happy.
Bless you. Yeah. Have any of your co-workers have you ever told any of your co-workers, or when you're in high school, do people say, oh my God, you voiced Robin?
Most definitely. On my work email, my avatar is Robin, Tim Drake Robin.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's so cool.
I even have a Robin t-shirt. I'm not wearing it today. Today's X-Men. But
X-Men.
Yeah.
That's a coincidence, because Cal Dodd just replaced Kevin Conroy for Arkansas Comic-Con, if I believe. Well, I can't find any info about Kevin cancelling that Comic-Con, but it said about Wolverine replacing Batman, so bit of a sign, I suppose.
Yeah, maybe. Check Twitter.
Oh, yeah, of course. And of course, you went on, you got married, and you have children now as well. And obviously, I don't want to get too personal, because obviously I'm being respectful, and if not, I'll cut out, if you don't want me to bring something up. So your children actually watch the new Batman Adventures and stuff, and what did they think of it?
So my 5-year-old's at that age where he knows that Daddy was Robin, but he thinks I was actually Robin. So he always asks me, he goes, Daddy, why did you steal those donuts from that policeman?
That's adorable.
Yeah, I don't want to be like, okay, so here's the deal. Well, I was hungry and I was a kid, and that Tim Drake's dad left him all by himself. There's nothing he could do. He had to fend for himself. But it's not right to steal. I have to kind of play that line. And my 8-year-old finally gets it. He's like, oh, actors play these parts. And he actually has a real fun time if he recognizes a voice being similar in another. He'll be like, is that the same guy as that? Oh, yeah, that's.
Oh, potential voice actor. Potential.
Yeah, he's got a good ear for sure.
Oh, yeah, definitely, of course. Speaking of listening for voices, I'd like to talk to you about some specific people who you worked alongside.
Sure.
For the Batman franchise. Now, of course, I'm gonna start with some of my favorite people. First of all, starting with Arlene Sorkin, who voiced Harley Quinn. She was in a So what was she like?
She was, like I said, amazing. She was so sweet, so nice, and very helpful. One of my favorite memories is we all went to an autograph signing in a Warner Brothers store that was in one of our malls. And yeah, we had a long line. We got to browse the cells, the animation cells. If we wanted to purchase some, we were able to purchase a couple. I got a few for my collection, and they actually gave me an animated cell with my voice, Mark's voice, Kevin's voice, and Arlene's voice. And when you hit the button, it cuts like different clips and makes like a little bank robbery scene.
Wow.
It's phenomenal. And yeah, I'll have to show that to you at some point.
You still have it?
Yeah. A lot of my stuff, I try to keep my stuff real nice. That one is not working at the moment, but I want to get it repaired.
Oh yeah, get it repaired. It's a fossil.
Yeah. And I have 2 maquettes that broke in an earthquake. So they fell off a shelf and they broke. It was a Batman and Robin. Batman's cape fell off and Robin broke at the ankles. I'm so sad.
Oh no, Robin broke his legs.
Yeah, right?
Sorry.
You missed that grappling hook. He fell.
Yeah, of course. Yes, and of course another one who actually is kind of like special in like a way the whole like show aired and stuff like that. Roddy McDowell, who voiced the Mad Hatter. Now, you were both in the Superman animated episode Nighttime, and that actually aired a week after Roddy died.
Yeah.
So what was it like to work with him, like just before his passing? Because I believe it was lung cancer, I think he had.
Yeah. It was real cool experience for myself, because I got to bring my mom, who was not only a big Batman fan, but she was also a fan of a lot of people who worked on the series, like Ron Perlman. She loved From Beauty and the Beast. And he was such a nice guy. And she she was like, "That's Efrem Zimbalist Jr." And I was like, "Cool, Mom."
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And working on that episode, I mean, it was really fun. Like I said, the cast and crew, everyone was super amazing. They were super helpful. And we had a really good time going over some of the lines, like when I voiced Superman. Plus, I have a pretty good ear.
Yeah.
We did. I only think we did maybe 2-3 takes of that, because it was so good the first time. We're all just like, oh, beautiful. And then it was a couple more takes just to be safe. But yeah, it's fantastic.
That's so cool. I mean, obviously, because that episode, like, you had you, Tim, Kevin, Roddy, John, Corey. Do you remember meeting and Paul Williams as well? Because he's the Penguin was in it as well, I think. He was.
Yeah.
He was. I just watched it before. Yeah, I watched this evening. I watched Animal Act. I watched Nighttime, and I watched Growing Pains to prepare myself.
Oh yeah.
Right.
So we're gonna talk about that.
Oh yeah, of course. So do you remember meeting Paul and Corey at that session by any chance?
Vaguely. Yeah, I do. I mean, I remember all of the episodes that we were able to film, and certain interactions definitely stick out more than others. And that was definitely one of my favorite episodes to not only watch but film. And after that first meeting from Holiday Nights, it was a big ensemble cast. We had everybody in the room. And after that, it was just kind of like old friends, going back and being reacquainted with each other, even though I was just this little kid.
Yeah, you were the youngest of the cast.
Yeah, and actually, that on the our first meeting in the studio, I walked in and I met Andrea, and she brought me in the room, and they had catering and stuff, and Bruce Timm and Paul Dini were actually in the room, sitting at the table, already ready. And I walked in, and they introduced me, and I was just like, the names didn't click at first. So I was just like, "Oh, you're the writers. That's fantastic." Not clicking. Yeah. Paul Dini, Bruce Timm. But before I could even process, I looked to my right, and that's when Mark Hamill walked in, and I started freaking out. I grabbed my mom's shirt. I was like, "Mom, that's Luke Skywalker." Yeah, and then the rest of the cast came in, and we all went into the studio. We sat in our seats, and then we went through the line, and I was like one of the last people to get introduced, and nobody was really talking to me at that point. But after they came through, and Andrea was like, "This is Mathew Valencia. He's gonna be the new Robin." And okay, let's all have a good episode. And she walked into the booth, and then immediately Mark turned to me and was like, "I didn't know you're the new Robin. Oh, congratulations, welcome." And everybody, as soon as everybody just kind of was like, they closed in. They were like, "Hey, welcome!" It was a big family. Yeah, it was so nice. Everyone was real nice. It's so funny.
So
Yeah.
I want to picture the scene. So who walked in after Mark? So there's Mark. So I'm just picturing you sitting down at a recording, like like where it has the conductor stand that they have the script.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's Mark there. Who else? Mm-hmm. Who else was there?
It was Tara. Sharoned off at the time. Strong now.
Yeah. She had brown hair then. Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Mark Hamill stood next to me.
Yeah.
He had his mic raised, and then it was Kevin, and then it was I want to say Arlene, and then Ron Perlman, and then going further down the line. I don't remember the order, but I remember the characters that were there because it was pretty much full ensemble. And who else was in that episode? Poison Ivy.
Diane Pershing. Yeah. So cool.
And so the whole cast was there, and we went through a couple of episodes, and I always thought it was kind of weird that I get to be Robin before Robin is introduced in the series. But that's only because we started in December.
Yeah, and of course,
that Christmas episode in there.
Lauren Laster, who was Dick Grayson Nightwing. Yeah.
Yes. Oh yeah. That was cool. At the end of not Growing Pains. Sins of the Father.
Yeah.
He comes in at the very end. That's such a solid line. When people ask me why I'm no longer Robin, that's a good response. Can't be the boy wonder forever.
So I'm gonna have to binge watch it now. Oh man, you've made
right.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, that's a good line.
Yeah, of course. Wow. So like you've worked with the. Have you got any photos at all from behind the scenes?
I wish that I had gotten the part in the time of cell phones, because I've got, I don't know, I was just looking at my phone right now. I've got probably about 65 pictures of sunsets and sunrises.
I'm the same person.
Cool yeah. It would have been cool to have my mom just snap a couple pics from behind the booth. That would have been cool. The only real picture, I have 2 pictures, and the only ones I have are both of me and Mark Hamill. And one of us were standing back to back. And I think I've posted them on Twitter, and the other one we're buddy smiling.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look now.
Go for it. Yeah, I'll search my archives too.
Yeah, of course.
Those are the only 2 pictures I have. But
let's have a look.
A lot of memories.
Wow! Look at that.
Yeah, there we are.
That's brilliant. Sure. You were 13. Yeah. Wow.
Yep.
You look so much older. That's a couple, by the way. Oh my gosh, I can't find the other one, unfortunately.
I'll post it when I get home.
Yeah, but honestly, wow, you were probably the luckiest 13-year-old I know.
Dude, yeah, I've led a pretty blessed life, I would say.
Of course you have.
It's been pretty fun. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Well, you know what? We've got to talk about this.
For sure. Yeah.
Animal Crossing. So if you don't know already, me and Matthew are huge Animal Crossing fans. So I thought, why not? Let's talk about Animal Crossing, because it's in conversation with ATF. I don't limit it to just voice work. It's anything. Anything can be discussed in this circle. So, Animal Crossing. What do you think of Tom Nook? Is he a crook, or is he just Tom Nook, or is he just,
He's a very, very prudent businessman. He's got his sons working in the store. He's got a good thing going.
You can go over there. That's amazing. Oh my gosh. So you play Animal Crossing New Horizons, and your kids do as well, and your wife does, and oh my gosh, that is...
Yep. And my mom and my aunt and my cousin. Yeah, I got everyone playing.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Yeah. Oh my god. So I know you said to me before you have Elvis. Your 2 starters were Hazel and Lyman. Who was the other one? I can't remember. You said another one. I can't remember who it was.
I have Anka that I got.
Anka, that is it. Yeah, well, that's a mutual villager. We both have Anka. That's a good one.
I have Coco.
You have Coco?
Yeah. I have Stitches.
And
Yeah, Stitch is so fun.
I know.
I have Cyrano.
Cyrano, yeah.
Yeah, Cyrano's a good one. And what's the colorful dog's name? I always forget. I want to call him Lucky, but he's not Lucky. Lucky's the unlucky one.
Colourful dog. I don't think there is any. Is there any colourful dog?
Biscuit.
Biscuit. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I love Biscuit. I love the lazy villagers. They're the best.
Yeah, I seem to get a lot of lazy villagers. I wonder if they're trying to tell me something.
I have Bob and Sasha. They are just so adorable. Bob's always just running around with his arms out.
Yeah.
I know Henry, Judy, and Shari always stand around and just sing. Frank is always looking at flowers with a magnifying glass or fossils laid about, or at the trees or at bugs, or he's just sitting down reading a book. It's cool how they've added like all these
Curious
hobbies
individual.
in and stuff. Yeah, curious. Yeah. And what I think is, okay, you know who Frank Welker is, right? I'm not sure. Have you ever worked with him? I mean, he did Return of the Joker, but I know it was a solo recording, so it's most likely that you didn't meet him. I think he's pretty much like Frank from Animal Crossing, because he says, hold the phone. He says, he calls me kiddo like Frank Welker does. He reads books, and he's just so caring and just and also it's about 24 days till I meet Frank in person. Okay, right. When did you start playing Animal Crossing?
I started playing Animal Crossing when it was on the GameCube.
Oh, I started.
New Leaf. New Leaf's a good one. On the GameCube, I played Animal Crossing. I actually worked at Blockbuster when that was still a thing.
Really?
So I got a discount on my GameCube, and I picked up a couple of controllers and an Animal Crossing game. And my favorite thing in Animal Crossing was the what were they, bongoids?
Yeah, the gyroids.
Gyroids. They make different arrangements, make different sounds and patterns of sounds, and that was my favorite. And I had a Master Sword statue and some Pokeballs and stuff. So when New Horizons came out, I was like, I gotta get on that one, because I remember how much fun I had playing Animal Crossing, and it's a nice, easy-paced game that my wife can get into. I'm like, let's play Resident Evil. And she's like, no. Like, let's play something calm. So yeah, Pokemon and Animal Crossing, those are her go-tos.
Good taste.
Yeah.
Good taste.
We're a good Pokemon Unite team.
Ooh, interesting. Who's your favorite Pokemon?
My 8-year-old. For Unite, or in general?
In general.
I like Eevee. I'm a big Eevee fan.
Eevee. Yeah. That's a good one. Yeah. I like
so many options.
Probably Smeargle. I don't know why he's just really unique. I just remember hearing the name Smeargle in my childhood, and I just think, oh yeah, I know who he is. But okay, not to put you on the spot here, I've just seen on Behind the Voice Actors, there's a voice clip of you as Robin. Would you like to listen to it?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. I didn't know you did promos for Kids Warner Brothers. It says there and stuff. And just Robin, Joaquin.
Yeah.
How'd you, I can't say it.
Joaquin.
Joaquin, that's it. Here we go. And of course, you're credited here. Look at, Townsend and Neil. I've interviewed both of them for my channel. Let's see who else is on
How
here.
cool.
I know, they're so great, aren't they? I'm trying to get Tim for my channel.
Yeah.
Who else is there? Oh, this is the one from Nighttime. Paul Williams, I'm getting for my channel in November. Stay tuned for an interview with Paul Williams this November. Corey Burton, I was in touch with him for about 2 years. We recently, split off. But yeah, we both have autism, so we got along quite well. John was originally going to go to Wales Comic Con, but for some reason they didn't book his flights. So I cancelled it. It was meant to be him, Will Friedle, and Kevin Conroy. And it's cool because you, Kevin, and Will were all in Batman Beyond Return of the Joker, because it was based on Batman Beyond, where Will was Terry McGinnis,
Which was a fantastic series.
Oh, yeah, indeed.
I love Batman Beyond.
I love it. My favourite's the Egg Baby episode. I love it. Right, let's have a listen to this.
Go. Yeah! We did it! We aced him! I set him up, you take him out. 1-2, huh, Batman?
Silence.
Ugh.
I get what I was, but the silence makes it better.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That was I think it's Batman just being silent, like staring at me. That was another favorite sound effect or onomatopoeia that they loved in the booth is whenever that
Ooh.
Lucille Ball. Ooh.
That's so
That was funny.
cool. Wow. I was gonna ask you, have you met Kevin Conroy since you did a Return of the Joker by any chance? Like in person?
No, I haven't met any of them in person. I don't really go to cons or anything of that nature. I've gone as like a guest, just wander the exhibits in the halls and stuff like that. But they're trying to get me to go to Dragon Con over in Georgia.
Oh yeah.
And I'm thinking I might say yeah next year.
Ooh, maybe.
Thinking.
You have to come over to England.
Oh, I want to so much.
Yeah, of course.
I want to.
Yeah. I mean, I've met
I love,
Kevin,
Yeah, I love England and everything British. I was a big Anglophile when I was younger.
Oh yeah. Oh wow.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I drink tea in the morning for breakfast and
my man.
Yeah. I watch British comedy.
What's your favorite British comedy?
I have to say Monty Python because that's going back to the classics. So big Monty Python fan, not just of Holy Grail, but also Flying Circus, Life of Brian, all that kind of good stuff.
Yeah.
I like anything with Simon Pegg. He tickles my funny bone. Yeah.
He was actually at the same con that I met Taurus Strong at. And his daughter was there cosplaying as Raven from Teen Titans.
That's like, so awesome. Yeah.
You like Faulty Towers?
Yeah, Faulty Towers.
My man.
I watched Nevermind the Buzzcocks.
Yes. Have you seen Mock the Week?
Mock the Week, yeah.
Love that. That's ending. That's coming to an end.
Is it really?
It's final season. Yeah, I'm gutted. I love the scenes we like to see. But it's probably my favorite part. I think, yeah. Oh,
The Office.
The Office. The one with the
American stuff was pretty good too, but yeah. And then I don't know if it was technically a British. I guess it's a dark comedy, or if it was English or American, just filmed over there. But it was the increasingly poor decisions of Todd Margaret.
I've never heard
with David Cross. Very obscure.
David Cross, of course, I've heard of him. Yeah.
Very dark. It was dark comedy, and it just, it spoke to me on some level.
Have you seen The In-Betweeners?
Oh, I love The In-Betweeners.
Oh my god!
Absolutely. Yeah.
I've got to show you something. I met most of the cast at Comic-Con Liverpool. I met everyone apart from the guy who played Neil. So I met Will, Simon, and Jay. And Jay is a big gamer. The guy yeah, I cosplayed as. You know who Parappa the Rapper is?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
I met him in person. He was like, "Oh my god, Parappa the Rapper!" I was like,
That's such an obscure reference too from old school PlayStation. That's so cool.
I've interviewed tons of people from the Parappa franchise. I've cosplayed as Parappa. I have all the games. I got a Parappa plush for my 18th birthday.
That's so cool.
I know. It's so great to see someone who also appreciates the work of Parappa.
I liked all those Parappa the Rapper, Toe Jam and Earl. I've been a gamer going way back. I have a Legend of Zelda tattoo.
Oh, did you hear about the Breath of the Wild sequel that they just announced?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah,
that is amazing.
Yeah. My wife actually picked that one out for me. She was like, "This one, get it." And she got the 3 little Triforce fairies on her arm.
Oh, that's so cool. Wow. Yeah. Oh, that's amazing. Well, honestly, yeah, because they just announced the direct. Spoilers if you haven't seen it yet, it's called Tears of the Kingdom. And apparently that's why the direct was not screened in the UK because of the Queen's death. Because, of course, Queen Elizabeth died last week.
Oh, yeah. I did hear something about,
Yeah, we're in the mourning period now until next Monday when her funeral takes place. Mm-hmm.
Condolences.
So, thank you. When I say next week, I mean this is being recorded on the 14th of December. I wish it was Christmas.
It's 2 days after my birthday.
Oh, so it's near Christmas. Wow, so they have to get you presents for both birthday and Christmas at the same time.
So, well, I demand separate presents.
I was saying about how I met the The In-Betweeners, of course, yeah. That was really fun. I have to show you. But they were super friendly, super lovely. Let me have a, so there's me and Simon Bird, who played Will.
That's awesome.
And then here's me and James Buckley, who played Jay.
Yeah.
And they had the car as well. And here's me and where is it? Oh, here it is. Me and Joe Thomas, who played Simon. When I was walking off, I asked him if he's going to Paris and Milan. I asked him when he was walking off, I asked him, will you go in Paris and Milan? He said, fuck off. Because that's what he says in the scene. He yells, fuck off.
Yeah.
That's, oh my, like, I feel like just watching The In-Betweeners and like...
Right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, now I'm 18. I can watch all the British comedies I want. Anyways, Animal Crossing, yes. Yeah. So when your kids play the game, what do they think of it? What do they think of it?
So they're only allowed to. They have their own house on my island. Mommy won't let them on her island. It's too pretty. And the 5-year-old likes to go run around. All the decorations that I've set up, whether they're fossils or like giant robots, he'll go and he'll collect them and take them to his house and put them in his living room.
Yeah.
So I'll take all this time to like set up everything nice, and this section of the island has a theme, and he just runs over. He's like, these are all mine now, and they end up in his house. Little paths cut across so you can get to different rooms. But my 8-year-old, he's on it. He gets on there. He does his chores. He pulls weeds and hits rocks, and identifies fossils and all that good stuff. He's like having a lot of fun, and he's a good little gamer, man. He's
just like his
plays,
dad.
Yeah. Yeah, he plays Pokemon Unite with us, and Monster Hunter, the little one where they're riding on the dragons and stuff.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
Oh, bless. What are their favorite villagers? Do you know?
Well, they're my villagers. They're not allowed to send anyone away or bring anyone in without my authorization.
Yeah.
So we have I forget which eagle I have. I have one of the eagles, and and they're pretty fun with him. They're like, I like this guy. I can't. I have to go home and check, but we'll do a whole episode where I'll invite you over and bring you around.
Oh yeah, of course. Could you just what color's the eagle? I think I may know. I know a lot from off by heart.
I have the app. I could probably look him up.
What color's his head?
I think he's wearing a bomber jacket. Eagle with a bomber jacket.
Bomber jacket.
I can't remember. I'll look him up.
Does he have a deep voice or a normal voice?
I'm gonna say deep voice.
That's Apollo.
Yes, yeah, Apollo. I have Apollo.
I was gonna say it was either him or Avery or Frank. Well, I know you wouldn't have said, but yeah, Apollo. My best friend has him. Yeah, he's great.
That's a good one.
I think him and Frank are pretty much the same eagle.
Off the top of my head, I remember a couple of my wife's villagers. I won't let her get rid of Phoebe because
no, her house is literally Phoebe. Fire. It's literally just a fire wallpaper. Yeah. She's like in a cave. It's like in a volcano. It's like
So she's keeping Phoebe because she's my favorite on her island, and she's also got Tia, Sid.
Sid, I love Sid. Yeah, the elephant. Yeah, Sid's great. Oh wow!
What's the strawberry shortcake one? The rhino.
Meringue.
Yeah, meringue. Yeah, she's got meringue.
Right.
Couple of squirrels, but I can't remember which ones or what they look like. But I'll find out. And
you got Hazel with a big unibrow.
Hazel, she's awesome.
Catchphrase wow.
Yeah.
Oh, what's it gone now? If I should just send you just every villager I get on my campsite. I'm like, should I keep this? Should I keep this? Should I keep this? And then if it was Hazel, I'm like, no, I'm getting her, of course.
Right.
Yeah, of course. But wow, honestly, like, it's just so fun talking to you. Like, we have a lot of interests. We both love Batman. We both love Animal Crossing, and it feels like I have more people online who understand me than people in real life.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I went into a new class at college and like no one had the same interests as me. And, but it's people online, they have the exact same interests as me, but they live so far away in other countries or other cities. It's just, I don't know. It's hard to explain how it works, really,
Yeah. But it's cool that it does work.
Yeah, of course. So do you play Animal Crossing regularly, like me, or do you play like once every few months, like my brother?
I used to play daily. And
I play it daily.
Yeah, like I said, me and my wife, we both have 5-star islands. I really want her to stream her island because it's so beautiful and so intricately designed. And mine's just kind of like very linear and square. It's like, this is here, that is there. And I wanted to try some stuff, and it didn't work. So, but I used to play on the regular, and recently it's been so busy with work and the kids and life in general that I know I'm gonna have cockroaches when I go back. They're just gonna be everywhere.
If a villager comes over and they see the cockroach, they will freak out and leave. I'd be like,
don't come in.
Yeah, I know it happened with Judy once on my friend's eye. He's like, I didn't know you had guests. I'd better believe. And she just turns around and walks. I'm like, okay. Yeah, Judy's great. As I'm sure before, I have a plush of Judy down there.
That's why I'm disappointed that I don't remember all my villagers because I want to.
Okay.
That means I haven't played in enough time. I have to go back and I have to pick it up. I've been playing a lot of Magic the Gathering on my phone.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's a card game going from. I picked it up when I was in the 3rd grade.
Wow.
So it's just playing online. It's such a nostalgia feel because you're like, yeah, I remember that card.
Oh, that's so cool. So, what was I going to say? Something about, Judy. I remember I got her a few weeks after I started. And I started playing as soon as the game came out. So that was like just as the pandemic was getting started. I spent about 15 Nutmile tickets trying to get Judy because like I loved her glittery eyes and like how her fur was like two-tone. The next day she shows up in my campsite.
There you go.
I'm like,
that's awesome.
Okay, thank you. So I was like, I wasted like 15 Nutmile tickets. I was like, okay, well, Judy, I'm glad you're here. I'm never letting you leave. You can,
Right, exactly.
Yeah. I gotta ask you, going back to Batman now. Did you, because you were born in 83, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So you would have been about 9 when the original Batman the Animated Series started. So did you grow up watching that? Did you?
Yeah, I absolutely grew up watching that, and even before that, like I said, my mom was a big Batman fan.
Mm-hmm.
So we used to watch the old TV show.
Yeah, with Adam West and Burt Ward.
With Adam West, exactly. We used to watch that all the time, and she even had a vinyl record of like an audio play of the origins of Batman, and it was acted out by a variety of cast and.
Mm-hmm.
It's a shot rang out in the night, and then a lady screamed, "Ah!" That's how I got started. Then we watched the Adam West show, and then when I was about 9, we wanted to watch the animated series. And so when I got that call, they were like, "Hey, you want to audition to be the new
next
Robin?"
I'm like,
yeah. I was like, oh, yeah.
You're meeting all these people you literally watched on screen.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and I used to read the comics.
Yeah.
And
then you were like, "Oh, Luke Skywalker, that's a joke." Oh my god! Wow.
Yeah. And then when it finally clicked that that's Bruce Timm and
Paul Dini.
Paul Dini. They're the creators of one of my favorite characters of all time, Harley Quinn. That's by then it was 3 episodes in. I felt weird geeking out around him.
It's all right. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, for sure. Well, I'll tell you what, I'll make a deal with you. Next time I see anyone from Batman, I know I've just said hi to Arlene from you. I think I'm going to try and interview Kevin next year. So when I talk to him and Paul Williams, I will say hello from you and say,
oh, I appreciate
you
that.
need to meet each other again. You need to do a little reunion because I know GalaxyCon did a Batman reunion recently. Kevin cancelled. He built. I don't know why, but it was Andre, it was Diane Pershing, and Lorraine Lester who did it. I was like, why don't they ask you? Why aren't you doing it? Yeah, it'd be really lovely if you were like virtually reunited with these folks. Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
it'd be fun. I'd be down.
Yeah, yeah.
Tara follows me on Twitter, so that's about as close as I get.
Yeah, she follows me as well. She doesn't follow me on
Yeah.
Instagram though. Tara, if you're watching this, please follow me back on Instagram. I've been begging for weeks. No, sorry. I'm gonna ask. I've seen you interact with Grey Delisle as well. So how do you know her? Because I don't think you've worked on any
Through Twitter.
tattoos. Yeah, we're seeing her in Telford this December. So
Yeah, she's been lovely. I saw her Twitter feed come up when because I followed Tara and Tara follows me. Gray showed up in a couple of tweets, and I just responded back to them. And I guess she found my comments mildly entertaining enough to follow me back. So we interact just through Twitter. But if we see her at a con, I'm definitely gonna say hi.
That's great. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I believe she was supposed to go to Dragon Con this year, but I believe she canceled. She had a conflict, so
yeah.
Maybe next year.
Yeah, hopefully, and maybe I could come. I don't know, because I'm coming to America next year, so I would love to obviously like meet you if that's okay with you. I mean, you don't have to. I mean, I can just come to America.
Absolutely.
And all around and just say hello. I can't wait though. Seriously, it's my first time abroad, and I've been waiting forever to go. I've been so excited.
You'll love it.
Oh,
You'll
yeah,
love it. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, because everyone's here. I can say hello to everyone. I'll be like, oh, I know you. And some people have actually invited me to recording sessions, which I feel very blessed. I feel really blessed. Yeah,
awesome.
Of course. Yeah. With that, I think this interview is wrapped up, I believe.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, of course. Matthew, where can we find you on social media?
I am on Twitter and Reddit under that Matt Valencia.
All right, okay.
Yeah, I'm a Redditor.
I'm following you now.
A lot of Batman stuff.
I didn't know you had Reddit. You're the first guest I've spoken to who has Reddit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I like it.
I think it's you, Matt Valencia. Aha. How do you spell it? There's nothing coming up. I
think it's that Matt Valencia.
Oh,
THATMAT Valencia. Yeah. I should have it on my Twitter. I should.
I think I found
post
you.
It on there somewhere.
Hello, I found you.
You.
There we go. Aha. How do we follow you? I don't use Reddit a lot. So there we go. Oh wow, you posted a lot of. Oh, that's really cool. Wow. Yeah, okay. Let's just put this one slides. So to your home, thank you so much for watching this interview with the wonderful Mathew Valencia. Go check out his Twitter and his Reddit, and maybe one day we'll visit each other's islands or even meet each other in person. Maybe we'll have to arrange something, of course. So with that, I'll say goodbye for now. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day, whatever time it is for you. Stay safe, stay happy. Thank you. Bye, and